Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Friday, February 27th. We have one more day left in February. Can you believe that? March is around the corner. Welcome to Fibdiggity. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it's nice to be back online. I say that this week has been a hell week here in Fibdiggity, but I'm not going to vent. So we'll just move on and do some art. I have been doing more sorting and cleaning. I'm making really good progress in my studio. I still have a ways to go, but we're making progress. So Penelope says, and I'm waiting for my new outfit, Meri. I hear they're overalls. We'll put her back on her throne. Look what I have here. This is a surprise happy mail from Legia. Thank you so much in advance, Legia. I can't wait to open this. I'll tell you, that girl has been so good to me. So good to me. She contributed a PayPal to enable me to get my new printer. And that will either happen, I think it'll probably happen in March. And I'm so looking forward to having a printer again. I am thinking about getting one of the newer HPs. So we'll see if that happens. I'm kind of fed up with the experience I've had with my Epson. Although I will say that it was not the top of the line Epson in the first place, so got to give them some credit. Some people really like the Epsons. I didn't mind it once it was working, but then it went out of service, and I can't get my ink to flow through again. And did I see Jacqueline? Yeah, hi Jacqueline. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So let me sit down and let me get over on my notepad to the channel so that I can welcome folks in. Maybe I need to turn the sound down so you guys don't get a blast of an ad. And go to my channel, go to my live stream. Jacqueline, your mail I think is on the way. I have another Jacqueline package coming. And I think I have a Rebecca package coming. I've got to slow down on these sales. You guys, you'd be so proud of me. You would be so proud of me. I went to town yesterday. I did not go to the thrift store. I did not buy extras I don't need. I've been saving for that printer. And I've got my, but I don't have chat, so let me. I've got 7 of you out there. There's chat. Hi, Elise. Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. Hi, Linda. Tush. They call her Tush, Linda Tush. Good morning, good morning. It's good to see you. Sorry? Oh, don't need to apologize with that. I mess up all the time, Linda. Tush. Tooch. Oh, Tooch. T-O-O-C-H. Tooch. Okay. Well, welcome in. It's good to see you. It's good to see all of you. And I have to tell you, I'm looking forward to getting that new printer. It probably won't happen until the middle of March sometime. But I was so proud of myself that I wanted to go thrifting so bad. And I said, no, Meri, if you just go and spend money on things that treasures, yeah, they're treasures. I usually find a lot of treasures when I thrift. But the more money I spend there, the less money I can spend for a printer. And my printer, I was really saving for a Brother scan and cut. So I'm going to have to restart my savings for that. But that's okay. We'll get there eventually. By that time, it'll probably be, and coming in the middle of March on the 18th, I think they are, it's on the 18th, we're getting our wiring changed on our internet to fiber. And I'm just holding my breath. I came home yesterday and my brother said, I think your internet's out. Well, it wasn't, but his phone was out. He couldn't make any calls on his phone. He couldn't receive any. And I could not get it working again. And so we just said, well, we'll let it sit until tomorrow. And this morning we tried it. And lo and behold, look how much yummy journal pages she gave me. Oh, and she wrote a letter. Lo and behold, this morning it worked fine, his phone. So something was going on with her line. Look at her beautiful writing. Dear Meri, this will probably go in my journal. It's so beautiful. Dear Meri, I accumulated these items since last year with the intention to send them to you. But you know, life. I understand life. The angel I bought, oh, I'm getting an angel. The angel I bought at an art fest at a local museum on Mexican fine art. Oh, I can't wait to see it. And knew she belonged with you. Oh, all the artisans were from Mexico with many beautiful art. I would buy everything. I understand that. She says, haha. The hardcover book, oh, I'm getting a book. I bought 2 by accident. I've done that before too. And I thought they were different by the same author. I figured you'd enjoy it for A, the content on art composition exercises. I've got bad lighting here. My lighting's not. And B, for future collage snips. Ooh. C, dismantle to turn into an art journal. The decomposition book is just a line composition book. And I thought the print on it was perfect for your idea collections. Ooh, I can't wait to see this. And for future art journals. The last packet my sister gave to me from her business trip to Barcelona, Spain. Oh my goodness. She knows about my art and crafting hobbies, and she stopped at a haberdashery that sells vintage items. Oh my goodness. They are called, and I'm going to mess up at this, what they're called because I can't speak Spanish. Merceria la Crisalidad. Merceria la Crisalidad. Something like that. They have a YouTube page. Oh, I'm going to have to look it up. It's all in Spanish, though. And the guy posts mostly short videos about helping helping him find a button in the huge inventory the prior owner had. A good system. Anyway, I won't use everything she brought to me, so I want to share with you who will be able to put to good use. Enjoy. Your very arty friend, Rebecca, aka Legia. Oh, I love personalized notes like that, and her writing is just beautiful. This will go in my commonplace journal. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I tell you, even getting the letter is wonderful. I'm going to pull the items out, and then we'll look at them one by one. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. We'll put the packing paper back in here. And even this, I love to use this brown paper for journals. All right, do I have am I zoomed in too far? No, I don't think so. But let's straighten my camera a little. Let's figure this out. Okay, now let me look at chat. Refresh it to all messages. Will you be on tonight, Jacqueline? Chooch wants to know. Frivolity magazine. Publication looks like it's a, oh look, that looks like tatting, doesn't it? Oh wow, Linda, look at this. Look at this. Is this crochet? This is tatting. You guys, I have to share something with you. I was going to share it in a short, and I probably will yet. I'm flipping now. I'm flipping out. Over the years, I have had such trouble doing the flip with the shuttle, and I could not accomplish it. Well, February 19th, 2026, I started flipping. And I have a goal. It's all in the other room. I'll make a short video showing it to you. I have a goal that at least for the next month, every day I'm going to empty a shuttle, just practicing. I'm getting better at it, but my chains and rings are pretty sloppy just because I'm learning. I don't do this type of beautiful work, but someday I'm going to be able to. Someday, I'm going to be able to at least do a motif in here. And I had said, I'm not, well, let's put it this way. I'm not a part of the online tatting class anymore. I don't want to go into that, but I'm not a part of their classes. But when I was a part of their classes, when I was expressing my frustration with not being able to shuttle tat, I said, if it takes me 5 years, I'm going to learn how to at least make a chain or ring. And it hasn't taken me 5 years. It's taken me 3 years. But off and on, I do a lot of needle tatting. I don't do shuttle tatting, but look at this tatting. Now this looks like it's maybe a split chain type thing. These are beautiful. And even though I can't read the Spanish, I can read the diagrams. And it looks like they tatted a trim around this. I might be able to, I know I could probably accomplish it with a needle. I think I could, the shuttle I'm still, because, well, let's see, today is what, the 27th, and I started flipping on the 19th. So it hasn't even been, well, 1920. It's only been about 8 days for me. Look at that. That is awesome. Is there a picture of that? It's probably over in here. This one. Beautiful. So, let's see if I can set a goal. By the next 2 years, in the next 2 years, I'm going to be able to do some motifs with the shuttle. And I can close my ring now. I can do the Picassos, but they're kind of sloppy. What I'm working on right now is getting nice, even stitches. Nice, pretty ones. And I'm not quite there. It has to do with how you pull your double stitches tight and close them up. And I'm still working on that. But I can make a ring and I can make a chain. And I'm using a thicker thread. I'm using a size, for those of you who know threads, I'm using a size 3 thread, which is a thicker thread. And it's not quite as pretty as some of these thinner threads. But I can see what I'm doing with a thicker thread. Hi, Dar. Elise knows tatting. Oh, tatting is frivolity in French. Thank you, Elise. Elise is from Canada. And she's saying here, frivolity. And I'm probably pronouncing that in the English version. It's probably got a French lilt to it. I took French in college. And I can read some French, but it's very basic. I just know the words. It's a very beautiful language. There's Miss Becky. Hi, Becky. Welcome in. And Dar and Elise. Elise was in, well, yesterday was Thursday. Wednesday, Katia did her needle tatting class in the afternoon. And I'm comfortable with the needle tatting, but Elise was there. Elise is part of that group. And she's let me tell you, Elise is a talented lady. If you see her post on Facebook of some of the art that she does, her tatting, but her art too, it just has me in awe. They're saying hello to Becky. Let's see. Dar is here. Dar is Cheshire cat. Good morning, Dar. Jacqueline says, yes, I will be on tonight. Jacqueline, if you're still out there, if you will leave a link to your sale and put some text in there so that it's easy for me to pin, I will pin that link to your sale. Jacqueline is Lovely's Creating Lodge. And Lovely's Crafting Lodge. I call it Creating. Lovely's Crafting Lodge. And she usually sells at 4 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. And I'm waiting for a package from her. All right, let's see what's in here. Not only is there a wonderful tatting inspiration. Now, I could probably do some of these on the needle. I'm pretty sure I could probably do this one on the needle. So, yummy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ligia. Let's see what's in here. Let's see, maybe we'll come back to open some of this. Well, I think this is the book she's talking about. Ooh, there's more than one thing in here. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's the angel. Look at that angel. Oh, I love her. Oh, Ligia. And then the artist signed it on the back. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to have to find... I used to hang these things on my camera stand, which was a clothes rack, but I don't have that anymore. So I'm going to have to find a place to hang... I'm going to have to find a place to hang these. I think one of Debbie Epps' sales, one of her DShaf sales, I bought some spring-loaded curtain rods. And I think that I can put those between the edges of my bookcase, my stands, and hang these on that. Because I have a bunch of things that I get and that I've created that, but this is just beautiful. Look at that. Look at this angel. What a nice, nice gift. I'm probably holding her out of frame here. Thank you so much. Let's see what the book is. I think there's a couple in here. Let's pull them out. What a generous package. I tell you, I just don't deserve you all. Oh, this is the composition book. But look, I see why Ligia bought this. It's steampunk. Well, the old Edison light bulbs, and I don't know if that's an Edison one. This one is. Look what's in there. Paper. A composition book. We'll have to use this in our streams. Look at the back covers, though. Wow, I've never seen a composition book like this. Very cool. And I don't know if Ligia realized this was in there, but we will. I'll probably make a title page and note that it was a gift from Ligia. And then the book is coming. Uh-oh. Let me get this in my lap. If I can get this out of here. I might have to split this package a little bit more. How did you get it in there? I probably got it in there before she sealed it, and the seal is tightening up the envelope. Let's see if I can't break that a little. Just cut it, Meri. Just cut it. Look, there's bubble wrap. I pulled the bubble. All right. All right. It should come out now. Maybe. No, it's stuck right in here. I'm going to have to trim that. All right. Hold the phone. I'm getting it. Composition. Arthur Wesley Dowell. It's all about composition. 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 Beginnings. Let's look at the chapter headings. Publisher's note. There are blank pages in the original, and these have been preserved in this edition. Ooh, so you can experiment. Contents, beginnings, the 3 elements, line drawing, principles of composition, line, it says notan, N-O-T-A-N, I'm not sure, that term is new to me. Applications, 3 values, more than 3 values, color theory, and composition. And I see this is probably the blank pages that they're, but that tells me we can play in here. The 3 elements. Ooh, cool. Oh, look, images. Ooh. Line drawing. There's a chapter on line drawing, principles of composition. And this book is in English. I think the one she said in Spanish, that was in Spanish, was the, or French, was the tatting book. Landscape composition. Oh, look. Yummy. Yummy, did you stick that in there on purpose? BB24. BB24. Ooh, how cool is that? Ooh, symbols. Yes. Notan. 2 values, landscape and pictures. Landscape is a good subject for notan composition. I don't know. I've never heard that term before. And I was an art major, so I'm going to have to expand my knowledge. And here's some blank pages. Very cool. I'll take this to my recliner and peruse this a little bit more. Thank you. Thank you, Ligia. Let's open this, whatever this is, nice and wrapped up. There's something in here. She says, I picked these up at a thrift store and knew they needed some of your art magic, or live with one of your, excuse me, live in one of your journals. So let's see what she picked up at the thrift store that I boycotted yesterday. Oh, looks like huge postcards. Wow, landscape. Look at that deep gully. So deep. Deep, deep, deep. What would you have a rope hanging down there? Or maybe somebody rock climbing in there? Oh, and then here's a mountain scene, black and white. Very interesting. Now I could see doing some white writing on this. Maybe find a good text element about exploring mountains or something like that. I could see writing with a white pen on this one. That would be fun to do. This one, look at the different layers of rocks in here. That's interesting. But look at this deep gully. Very, very interesting. Don't fall in! Don't fall in! Let me go down to the bottom. Elise said she does not post videos anymore. Tooch says that she subbed to Elise a DE composition book. What is a DE one, Linda? Very cool. Little surprises. Yeah, little surprises stuck in those pages. Ooh, look at this. Dar dropped a link to Elise's channel. I don't think I've ever been to your channel, Elise. Let's go look at it. Come on, flip. Well, you know, there we go. Where did that? Thanks, Dar. Oh, there's Elise. Elise, you should start your art. You should start working on your channel again. Your art is awesome. Created playlists. Other craft, what am I doing? Restart floss tube. Number 1, crochet yarn and a question and my bag. Yarns from Hobbit and Other craft. A very big thank you, ladies. Let's look at, you just have one playlist, the favorites and videos. You need to, I am subscribed. You need to, where's your description here? Doesn't look like you have a description one, or I'm missing it. Oh, here, maybe over this way. No? Favorites, playlist, home. Well, very cool, Elise. Very cool. Very cool. Let's go back into chat. Hi, Coloring View. Welcome in, welcome in. It's nice to see you. I hope you all are off to a good weekend. Yellow Book said decomposition. Oh, a decomposition book. Really? Decomposition book. I did not notice that. So you decompose in this book. You tear it apart? Well, we got to create in it before we tear it apart. A decomposition book. How cool is that? 100% post-consumer recycled pages. Interesting. Printed with soy ink. Made in the USA. 80 sheets, 160 pages of college ruled paper. Very cool. Okay, let's see what's in the box. I love these little boxes, the little kit boxes. Let's see if I can open it. I love the little kit boxes. I call them kit, K-I-T, because they're nice little holders of things. Like buttons. 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 Who's got the buttons? Now this was the artist I think she was talking about. Merceria? I think she said that they have a YouTube channel. Let's see what's in here. Ligia, you have just made my day. Pull it this way. Oh, it's threads. Oh, look at these threads. Awesomeness. Wait a minute. Wow, how cool. This one has trouble fitting in there. Oh, awesome. Makes me want to, it makes me want to display them, but it also makes me want to use them. It says Art 150, 420. And look, there's a Spanish lady on this box. Can you guys see her? Oh, I'm out of frame. Hold on. I'm waiting for my camera to catch up. Hold on. There we, whoops. I can't get in frame. If I stood up, I would. But you get the idea. Tubos Algonon 100 by 100. Corte Garcia. I can't pronounce these Spanish words. But this looks like threads. These look, I said threads. They look like threads. I think this is thread on here. Very cool. Well, this will probably get displayed. I have other threads I can use. I'll probably put a plastic over this and put the lid on it this way to display it. So it'll hold it in. Probably what I'll do. But for now, we'll close it up. How cool. Thank you so much, Ligia. Oh, just so sweet of her to send me this stuff. And buttons. We have buttons, buttons. Look at that one's got a checkerboard on it. Very cool. Let's put this back in here. Oh, there's something else in there. Oh, look. How cool is that? Some buttons and it feels like a motif, a threaded, you know, an embroidered motif. I don't know if you're seeing it. I have to wait for my camera to catch up with me. Come on. Very cool. Let's put the tissue in the bottom. No, let's put the tissue in the bottom. Thank you so much for everything, Legia. It's just so sweet of you to send these things to me. And the tatting book and the decomposition book. I didn't even notice it said decomposition. And that angel, that wooden angel, and the postcards. We're going to write on this dark one. I'm going to find some text to go on here. And we're going to write with white on that. Maybe I'll write with white on it and send it back to Legia. Wouldn't that be fun? Because it's a postcard. Wouldn't it be fun to alter this? Write with, I'll find something and I'll send it back to Legia. We'll work on that. The composition book, we got a composition book and a decomposition book. I'm going to take this out by my recliner and peruse it a little bit more. And this wonderful angel, I just love the colors on her. And the tatting book. The tatting book is going to go out in the other room too. I might try some needle tatting on some of these. Alrighty then. Thank you so very much, Legia. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. It was a very thoughtful package. Yes, it was. Now, I'm kind of at a standstill. Let me put these back in the box here. I'm at a standstill. I can't find my calendar. However, I do have, I've been sorting, and every time I sort, I lose things. I don't know what I did with my calendar art that I was working on. It's gone. But I did find, what did I do with it? Had it in my hands just a minute ago. The Paste-A-Page journal. Let me get up and it's here. I have been following Dee Dee Willingham. You know Dee Dee. And she was starting a new collage journal, and she started just by putting papers in. And then she'll go back and work on pages. And so I'm in the process of gluing in images and pages. We're to here, I think. And when I was sorting, I found this packet of things I've been saving. And I'm going to see what's in here that I can put in here. It's 6:41. I might leave a little early this morning. I am going to stream later tonight. Look, there's some tissue paper. And yeah, there's things I can put in here. We'll work in this, and then I might leave early. And I'll be back at 6 o'clock tonight, and hopefully I'll have things. I'd like to tonight do a pick 12 dirty dozen, because we haven't done that for a long time, and maybe we'll start doing dirty dozens in that decomposition book. So I'm just going to, this is dyed papers. Let's tear this one. I went to town yesterday and tired myself out. I think I was, I'm going to cut this down a bit more. I was tired before let's put that there. I was tired before I went. I've been putting off going to town for a couple weeks, and I just, you know, when you're eating peanut butter sandwiches, it's time to go grocery shopping. Now, I'm wondering if I can glue on this, back of this. We shall see. And I bought some, you can't see it maybe, but if you see a little shine on my fingernails, I bought some nail hardener. I've always had trouble with this one thumbnail splitting, and I'm hoping by keeping a nail hardener on there that it will heal the nail, or let the nail heal, because I use my thumb an awful lot, and it just, it doesn't help the split when I catch it on things. Let's see if this will glue down now. I think I'll offset it. And let's take some of this and put here, and some of this over here. And I think this is kind of crumpled in there. So my goal with this, I call this my paste-to-page book. My goal is to get papers down on every page, and then I'll go back, and this would make a nice Dirty Dozen journal too. But I don't know, I could do different things on here. And I think that Dee Dee is using hers. Dee Dee does wonderful collages. I might put paint on there and do a portrait, or who knows what I'll do. Hi, Angie Brown. Is the fly on the paper or the lens? A fly? I don't see a fly. Where do you see the fly? You must, are you talking about this? That's a spot on the paper. You might be seeing spots on this paper. This was dyed papers, older paper. It was there, but no more. It must have been a spot on the paper. I don't see a fly flying around here, but that doesn't mean there's not one here. Angie says, you older ladies, I don't know how you all did it with teenagers. I don't have any kids, but I have 2 great nephews, and they are killing me. One is a senior. He'll be graduating in a couple months, huh, Angie? And welcome in, Miss Angie. It's good to see you. Let's just put this, let's put it like this. And I have a flip here. Let's take one of these scrappy scraps and put in here like it belongs there. And this is kind of, I'll probably have to come in when I work on these pages and tack these things down more. Now, it makes sense doing this, but I kind of like it this way. So, Elise, if you're still in here, I bought a haul from Handy Hands. I got tatting needles and I bought a little mini crochet hook and needle threaders. Oh my goodness, I needed the Handy Hand needle threaders. All right, let's see what else I have in this. I got some pattern paper. We'll work with that. I'm going through this bag that I just threw stuff in. Looks like I have some. These are price labels that came from Shannon Green. She said, I think she sold them for $1 a pack if we promise to do something with them. Well, promises are promises. I think I'll take a page of these and just stick them randomly. So we got pattern paper. These I've used. They're going back in the bag. These will go back in the bag, but I got one out. I've got a bottle. Oh, what else is in this bag? Some little cut-off papers. Piece of washi tape. That's sticking onto everything. A butterfly. Some pretty edging, foiled edges. This one is embossed. Looks like a postage stamp. A mysterious force stuck on there. Oh, I think that's a cluster. I think I made a cluster out of that. All right, let's use these things because they're all usable in here. Fresh produce. Well, maybe not. That one's more of a gardening thing. Looks like an experimental page. Some images that aren't in living color. All right, we'll start with these. Man tipping his hat. I could see him going on that bottle. All right. I'll put these things back. I've got more in this bag. We have a whole bag full. These toward the back. Yeah, I might leave a little early today and come back and play tonight. We'll do a Dirty Dozen tonight. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Now this is washi tape. I like the idea of putting a strip of it right here. Kind of brings out that. So let's just cut a piece off here. And it should be pretty easy to peel this off. Should and what happens in reality are two different things. And of course we're going to go from the bottom up. But that's okay, we can do that. I like that. I could see putting a picture in there, a portrait, maybe drawing. And I like to save this release paper. And we got another little piece. Here, let's put the pattern paper over here. A piece of it. size 8 or number 8. Let's do it this way. I like that arrow. So we're gonna tear here. Put that arrow like that. There, I like that. Now, will my glue stick work on this? It's a story. I've been using up this purple glue. It's not my favorite glue. I think I bought it a long time ago thinking I was getting the super, when they sold the Elmer's glue sticks in the stores, the big ones that we like so well. I haven't found those for a long time. They find out what you like and then they quit making it. That's my theory. Looks like I tore off the bottom of that arrow. And I think I have this, but what happened to my man? Now I might have lost the man I was going to put on here. I've got some more. Is this tape? Yes. Let's cut this in an arrow shape. Hold on. Oops. Well, it's old tape. I don't know if I can get that part off. Maybe. It went through. It's old tape. I don't know if I can get the paper backing off of the rest of it. Yeah, it's pretty stubborn. I could just get under it. I'm going through it. I'm not getting under it. Here's what we'll do. See, it's not coming off. I need my glue book. I like that. Let's move my book up a little. This is a pretty flat. I'm losing stuff. Let's do the cluster. some more of that on there. Let's see if this will hold it. I doubt that this will hold it. I'll probably have to do something else for this to stick in, but we're going to try it. Mysterious Force. Looks like a thread I got there, holding it together. Don't like it there. Some sort of a picture there. All right, let's see what else I have here. In Living Color. I like that, but I don't. It's more, let's do stuff like this. In fact, let's take, I'd love to take the rest of this and put on this. Let's see if I can do that. I'll probably tear off of it. Yeah. But I can still... it's stickum all right. It is sticky. But it's not, it's sticking, the release paper is sticking down. Let's offset it. And I'll probably have to, again, I don't trust this glue stick at all. But for temporary hold, it'll be fine. A butterfly needs to go someplace where it'll show up. Ooh, I kind of like that. Let's tear that. Let's put it over here. Glue. That's a pen. I'm gonna throw that away, it's sticky. Let's let that do its natural fold there, sort of. That butterfly on it. So this is, most of this is going to become background. This page, I'll probably do art around this. because I like the mysterious force and I kind of like the butterfly flying around here. We'll see what happens to all of this in the end. This is just the first layer. And doing this with a glue stick is questionable. I think Dee Dee used her medium when she did hers. Yeah. And let's see. We didn't put the, I don't think this is going to, I think I'm going to need my, let's try the Fine Art glitter glue and see how it works. I'm going to use this on here, but it's going to be paper to paper. Get it going here. Get the flow going. Yeah, it's clogging up on me. There we go. I don't know where all these things came from. Probably get a lot of it in Happy Mail, magazines. I need to do a bunch of fussy cutting again. I'd like to have my room fairly straightened out by the 17th of March. You know what? I don't know if Jacqueline put her. She said, I'm sure there are buttons under everything in this room. They went everywhere. Uh-oh, what happened, Becky? Scott is still amazed that it did not wake me up. Oh no, Becky, was there a button mishap? A button avalanche in Becky's room? Oh no. Becky said, I'm still in the balcony, but I'm adding borders to the little quilt that I'm finishing for my quilt tub show. Oh, and buttons are everywhere. The man's head on the bottle. I lost the man's head. I think it went over the cliff. We'll see if we got another head in the package. I think, let's get the littles off of here. I think I'm ready to put some of this back in the, because we've used the pattern paper. We've got some pictures here, but there's not very many of them. Doesn't show up very well. Let's put this back in the, I'm going to look for a man's head, or a head. Oh no, wait a minute here. Let's see what I have. I'll put the release paper back. I'll save that scrap. This tissue paper can go back. Ah, I found him. I found him. We found the man tipping his hat. I think I want to put him at the very top of the bottle. I think I want that cap to show. Like that. But do I want him on this page? Let's flip back a page. Elise said, I bought some metallic threads for my tatting. It's so beautiful. Oh, Elise. Oh, I skipped a page. I kind of like him there. I like the dark colors. But I don't know, maybe he's too whimsical for this elegant page. I'm deciding where I'm going to put him. It doesn't have to be on today's page. Kind of like putting him here. We've got children up here, a wagon. This is kind of a children's page, though. This is all related to children. Here's a man. We'll put him here. Except I'm going to... I don't like the straight... Well, the straight edge kind of... It's too much of a straight edge. I think I like him right there. That's where he's going. Button, who's got the button? I was going back to see if Jacqueline put in her cell information. I might have. Missed it. She just says she'll be on tonight. Jacqueline at Lovely's Crafting Lodge will be on tonight at 4 p.m. to sell, 4 p.m. Eastern. She sells beautiful dyed papers. She's been doing rainbow papers for spring. So, let's go back and do this blank page. I have these... This is probably one reason why it gunks up on me, is I don't get the pen back in it. Let's put some of these. I think I need to paint them first. $4.99, $3.79, $9.99, $2.99. Deluxe Body Puff HBC eyeglass case. I don't know how I'll use those, but I think they need to be painted. These are going back in the envelope. I'll find my envelope down here. I've been putting them toward the back, the ones I've used. Now let's see if I can't find some interesting stuff in here. These are... Here's a thinking of you card, some gold Venus, a hibiscus plant. Our hibiscus plant is all done. We put him back in the back porch to bloom again. He'll be back and bloom again. These are some papers I can use. That was a coloring. Somebody sent me a coloring page. Sent me these. Put those at the back. Make yourself at home. Clean kitchen. This transparent art. That could go on it. It's another butterfly. That would look nice in the transparent page. Here's a piece of salvage. Here's a quote that says, "Ultimate road trip." Don't know if I'll find a space for that. Some hands. Somebody sent me embossed papers. Some sandpaper, some bird nets. An envelope of something. Might be patterns or something. We'll see what's in that. Looks like I was saving bits and pieces here. Let's go with the bird nest. Maybe those hands could be... I like them holding the bird nest. I don't know if that's... Looks like she's washing her hair. Find an appropriate page to put the bird nest on. Here. A springy page. A thinking of you card. I don't know. Oh. I love the pop-up. But I think I'm gonna take this card apart. I need my spatula. I don't know if I can get my fingers in there. Scissors goes through almost to the top. Don't want to wreck that. The things we do. The things we do. Cut it, Mary, cut it. All right, all right. Makes sense to cut this. Now that I've got it kind of opening. It's a layered paper card. I'm after the pretty birds here. Got a verse. I know that there's no special occasion to send this card to you except to let you know how much I care for you. It's a thinking of you card. Almost have it. There we go. I'm going to take the verse off of it and think maybe use the verse someplace else. So if you get greeting cards, this isn't anything I bought. Probably came in a packet of Goodwill stuff. If you see it at cards, a stack of cards at the Goodwill, you can always make use of them. You can always make use of them. Guess I'll save that for scrap. Now this is interesting. I'm going to fussy cut this out. Still attached to it at the back. Don't cut the birdie's tail, Mary. Yeah, folded there. And we'll save this verse. Now, hold on. My hibiscus, easy to grow indoor bulb kit. We really did enjoy that hibiscus plant this year. See, I've got some salvage. I've got the bird nest. I've got scissors. Ooh, I've got some measuring tape. I get that from Rebecca. We've got this butterfly. Recipe card, transparency. I was going to put that transparency in that, butterfly in that transparency. Got some background papers. I like that. Some thread I don't need. And washi tape. Know what postage stamp that is. A postage stamp. And I'm thinking of you. And we've got these littles here. I'm sure these are scraps. Looks like a lot of half circles. All right. This is going to become a transparency. Now, I almost want to split this. I don't know what I did with my man. Oh, I glued him in, didn't I? It's 7:24. I might do this and do the transparency and then call it a day. And tonight we're going to do a dirty dozen, so if you want to play along, be there. This is fabric tape measure trim. I'm going to put it on here. I wish I had more of that. Well, can't do 20 things at once. Let's go ahead and build this page. I could put it over here. Put my trim there. I like that better. I'm kind of out of frame for you guys. There we go. You should have some good advertising today. Lots of Wall Street. Amaryllis. What did I call it? What did I call that plant, Becky? Did I misname that plant? The amaryllis bulb? You mean Light Star? You mean on the videos? Should be a lot of good advertising videos today. Is that what you're talking about? Lots of good advertising. Lots of Wall Street in the news. Sometimes that news gets a little depressing. Although I do try to stay current with what's going on. I watched the State of the Union. I watched it when Biden was there too. I think it's important to stay in touch with your goings-on without getting too involved. Okay, let's put this bird on there, if I can. Now, I don't trust the glue stick with it. We're going to see if we can't. And with this thick of paper, this is a card, front of a card. I don't need to smash that glue down. It'll smash down when I put it in. You said hibiscus. Oh, I said hibiscus. Oh, Mary, why do you do such crazy things? I don't know, Becky. where that word came from. If there's an error to be made, Meri will make it. Kind of like it there. And then I could write in there or do something. I think I'm going to put it right next to the card. Let's put a little. I can't wait to share with you my upcoming Fibdiggity story. I've been working on it. It's not quite ready. It's going to be an interesting one, Meri says. Hibiscus. Becky straightens me out between amaryllis and hibiscus and between geraniums and what? I called them geraniums and they were, what were they, Becky? Or I called them something, begonias. I called them begonias and they were geraniums. Oh, Meri. No, I just love the flowers. Okay, I'm liking that page. This I wish I had more of a background for. Let's see. I'm thinking I'll get out some of that pattern paper again. I think we need a background for this bird. Let's see what I have in here. Got a painty paper that says recombination reading narrative. A paper towel and a postage stamp. Some notched cut-offs. A whole bunch of those. Those will make some good mini journals. Maybe we'll work on that. Not now, but I got a bunch of them that can make some, cut these down into journals. Got a piece of cardboard, stiff cardboard. It's kind of pretty, but not sure. I wish I had more of that. That's kind of nice. Kind of like that. Dairy Queen. My guilty treat is going to Dairy Queen. I skipped it yesterday. Some more emboss. Oh. That's cool, but that would go nice as a cover. What's this? Oh, a season's greeting card. It's too much. All right. These littles, put these back away. I get too much out on my desk at once. These I'm going to keep out. I like this paper. What's on the other side? The present and preterite forms of something, 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 something. Couple of postage stamps, and this I'm going to put here. Okay. Do I have We got some of this floral ribbon that I was saving for my putz house. I got 2 of those. That might look good on here. All right, I'm thinking this is watercolor paper. I wonder if I can split it. Is it layered enough to split? Sometimes this thick paper, if you get a hold of it right, I don't know if this will work on this. You can, yeah. Well, no, I think it's going to tear too much. Yeah. That's okay. We'll tear this guy anyway. And then I'm liking this. And this. I'm liking that combination. I'll come back to that. I don't think I'm going to put the nest on there. Let's make it a little taller. And I think I'll put it over toward the edge and put some more of that tape here. So let's put this down first. And I'm going to use fine art glitter glue. Jersey, how's your new job? Jersey said she had a new job. How do I have that? Good morning, Miss Jersey. Thank you, Janet. This little guy is such a cute muffin. He is a kindergarten, so lovable. I feel so grateful to have this opportunity to live with him. Hi, Janet Nash. Welcome in, Miss Janet. I kind of like the spring vibe, too. I'm kind of really liking that. I kind of like how this paper crinkles there. Let's put it this way. I like the irregular edge there. So let's put the glue. And we're going to use the fine art glitter glue. And just kind of dot it on there. Janet is from the UK. I think of you, Janet, when I do my slow stitch. I did a short of where I'm going, the D word that K3N, the reason I think of Janet is that K3N is from the UK too. And I think of both of them. Kind of when I think of one, I think of the other. Just because you're in the UK. But K3N picked the word disappearing 9 patch. And I really like, I'm going to show the process of what I'm doing. I'm just about done with it, not quite. Let's bring this down. So we got the irregular edge here, irregular edge there, kind of the cut irregular edges on this card. And I might do a short video, not meaning a short, but a video that's 8 to 10 minutes long showing the process that I used to design my disappearing 9 square, because I'm really enjoying how it's coming out. And it's not something I really had to, it was not really labor intensive. It looks more labor intensive than it was. I'm sure I'm going to have to glue down some of these edges better. Just got glue coming out the edge here. Look, I've got a napkin. That would have worked. No, I'm not going to use it now. Let's glue down some of these edges in here, maybe. And I might come in with splashes of watercolor on this page. Let's see, I want to put the yeah, I was gone most of yesterday. Not all day. I got home before dark. My brother told me to be home before dark. So I did. I got home before dark. It's getting darker later, but it is still it's still winter. Okay, I think I'm going to call these 2 pages done. What's this? Napkin and Kleenex. So let's fold this up. I think I'm done with this for now. I've got some maps in here. We'll come back to those another day. So we did this page. Push this up a little. We did this page, which is very springy. And we did this page, which is kind of, call it kind of an elegant with the blacks. And we did this page, which is scrappies. I think that's all I did in here. So today. So slowly I'm getting, oh, we did this page. I'm slowly getting things in here. Then we're going to go back and work on it. It's a journal in progress. One more thing I want to do. Oh, look, I have some tatting here too. Let's get these scraps off. I wanted to build this transparent with the salvage and the butterfly. And here's the transparency I'm going to use. This is embossed. We might put some tape measure in it. I see there's a picture on here. What is it? It's some flowers. But when you do transparent art, you have to think front and back. But the butterfly is a good image to show front and back without having to do a lot of manipulation. Now, can I get this open? It's kind of bent there. opens here. And I usually cut. Now, it's fairly tall. I think I will cut it. Maybe if I cut it on this bent side, it won't be so bendy. Get my scissors in there. My big scissors. Now I can open it up and work on it. Do I want it to go this way? Which would make it smaller if we cut this off, or a page. So I think I like it like this. Let's put the cap on my glue stick. Let's put this right here. It goes to here. So this just kind of fits. I think I'll put it out to the edge to kind of hold on to that bendy part. I'll use my fine art glitter glue. And the thing about this is you don't have to worry too much about getting glue out to the edge, because the fold of the transparency kind of holds it together there. As I close it up, kind of folds in on itself. Now we can put the butterfly in. And the fold is right here, so he can kind of be there. I look at this piece of tatting. And maybe I want it. Maybe I want it the other way. Put the butterfly half on the tatting and half off. Let's put the tatting down up at the top. It looks like I tried to dye this thread. I tatted it, and then I think I distressed it in dye. Now I kind of wanted this butterfly kind of half on and half off the tatting. If I can fit it in there. Well, like that maybe. I like that. And the fold is still right here. I got some glue on it. So let's see what I can do here. And fit it in there. Just like that. And take this I see Rebecca was selling some of her tatting. I don't know if it was hers or vintage tatting. I'm kind of holding off on my money for a while. Now, do I want this to hang out a little? We'll cut it right there for now. Now, the other things I have are the tape measure. I have that salvage, which says, For Love by Lori Campbell, La Di Draw, ink, for Freckle and Lolly. I think I'll save that for a tie something. I think I'll put a piece of this. And if I put it here, I have blank on the other side. Let's close this up. This is where I'm at. I'm thinking that tatting needs to go down here. I mean, not the tatting, get the tie out of the way. And I think what I'll do is fold it so it'll be on both sides. And it doesn't even have to be straight. And let's fold this in half. And I probably will not put this in my page-to-page journal. This will just go with my transparent art pages. All right, and we'll put this right in here. Do we want it straight or at an angle? I think at an angle. Now, I'm wondering what would happen if I'd smear some ink on this side. It would get this side wet. It would color my butterfly. I'm not sure I want to do that unless I could figure out to smear it up at the top. I'm not sure. It looks like my trim came out of the edge there. See if I can't fix this a little. There. I kind of like it natural, but I would like, maybe I could dot some ink in here and let it smear over there. And I'm thinking blue. Let's try it. Let's smear some ink on here. If you don't try, you don't learn. Now let's close it, and then I'll put some paper behind it. And we'll see if it shows at all. Yeah, I think it's going to show some. Hold on. Let's bring this back down. We'll put a piece of paper. Well, this is Lygia's note. Yeah, oh yeah, look, it shows. So I think I'm ready to close this up. We need something up here, maybe. Oh no, this folds. This can fold this way. Oh, I'm liking that. And let's glue this down a little. And this glue will show until it dries. Oh, look what the glue did to the... Ooh, I like that. I'm going to have to play with that a little bit more, smearing that ink. Ooh, because the ink is still wet. And I just haven't got this straightened out down here where it was bendy. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. The ink is still wet, so it's kind of smeary in there. And let's put that in my commonplace journal. And where's my pen? Did I lose it? We didn't use these. Wait, we might not be done with this yet. Hold on. Here's my pen. Let's try putting... Let's see, I think I want to save this for the putts for the... I got more, but Rebecca makes these roses herself. She calls them her Rococo trim. And I think she does a wonderful job of making those little roses. Rebecca Wills, she's very talented. If I can get it off the card, though. This tape tray here. What time is it? 7:55. I want to leave a little earlier today. But I want to finish up what I'm doing, too. I'll save that to wrap slow stitch thread around. We're having trouble with this down here at the bottom. He's not wanting to obey me. I'm wondering maybe put this at the bottom. Maybe it will straighten out a little. Let's try it. And I guess you really just need to let that dry. I get too impatient. I want to do the other side. I might cut that off eventually, but oh, what did I do? I took it, it came off. It came off to the other side. I told you I got impatient. Yeah, I got a mess there now. Ow. Mary, just leave it alone. I gotta clean that glue up. I don't want to put stuff on it. All right, let's do this again. doesn't, that's just a little piece. I'm liking it. Up at the top, in here, I'll use my pen. Let's put this on, and then I will let it dry, and then I'll put the rest of it on the back, maybe tonight, before we do our dirty dozen. And I'll just leave this. Did I close up my ink? No. Doesn't hurt for this to be open a little because it's very juicy. It's very juicy. All right, we're going to put this one on here. And I think I'll put it on the other way, like so. And then I'll use this as my thumbnail. He's got a blue flower there. And then when this is all dried tonight, we'll turn this over and put this one on the back like we did there. So, now I had that pen. Let's put the pen back in. Clean off the nozzle. I think I'm going to call it a day. It's 8:01. I'll leave about an hour early today. I normally go until about 9. Carol Waslowski, My Quiet Corner, comes on. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in, Miss Joyce. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. We got these that can go back in the... And I don't want to do it tonight because I want to work on the Pic 10 tonight. We're going to put this piece of ribbon on tonight, but this will make a nice, once I get them all facing the same direction. These are offcuts of an art journal, and I think a long time ago I got these from Gina Ahrens in one of her Happy Mail boxes. Looks like there's tan and gray. That's why they're not matching up. And I was thinking this is foil paper. Would make a nice cover. Probably on the gray. And it's sticky foil too. It's embossed foil. That might be fun to do some little mini journals. And I have to think about how I want to bind it. We'll play with it a little, but not tonight. I'm going to put these back in the bag. So let me come out and say goodbye to everybody. The weekend's here. Hopefully you'll have time to play. I want to thank Miss Legia for wonderful Happy Mail. Oh boy, did I enjoy opening that. So I will see you tonight at 6, this is Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central. And Carol at My Quiet Corner is usually comes on after me. If she doesn't, when I announce these, if they decide not to come on, they'll post. You know, but she normally comes on after me. Maybe not immediate, and I'm quitting a little early today, so I think around 10 a.m. my time is her normal time. Sometimes she comes on, or it just depends on her schedule and how she's feeling. And then I think Barb Owens comes on Friday afternoons, and who else? Dana, I think, comes on Monday nights. Hi, Lala. I just saw you. Welcome in. Bye, Angie. Have a great day. Angie said she fell out of bed the other day. Oh, my goodness. I hope you're getting better over that. Thank you, Lala. Let's see, who else have I missed? Carol's here. She says she comes on at 9 Mountain or 11 Eastern, so 10 Central. Carol does beautiful needle art. She does beautiful art. Let's see. Angie went to take a nap. Joyce popped in. Dar was in here. She's saying hi to Joyce. I think I've said Janet Nash was here. Oh, Becky, thank you so much, Janet saying. I saw you laminating and putting a binder ring on them. It's such a clever idea. Tooch says, miss you, Laura, but you are busy doing God's work. You're such a blessing. I kind of miss what's going on with Laura. Becky said, I already have the pattern and thought you might like try making it. Becky, good morning. What's your plan for the day? Janet, I'm sending you a card with a crochet pattern on the back of the label. Ooh, look at that. Everyone, let's see. Laura says, love you, girl. I'm headed into work. Have a great day. Everyone, I hope to get on tonight when Mary's on and see you guys. I'm going to have to catch up with Laura and find out about what she's doing. So, all right. I will see you tonight at 7:30 p.m. Central. And we are going to work on a dirty dozen. I'm going to glue this on the back of this transparent. I might show you my transparent. I have a few to flip, but if I build them slowly, they'll slowly grow. So have a great day, everybody. The weekend's here. Go enjoy it. Bye.